Hi, this is Jeff Kleinman. I'm the editor-in-chief of BevNET.com, and I'm here with Bill Moses, the co-founder and CEO of KeVita. Bill's seen this brand grow at a pretty tremendous clip since it was introduced about 3 years ago, and the past year has been a real time of proving that the brand can transition from natural into conventional channels. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about what the ride's been like over the past year, 18 months, and what some of the specific goals that you guys have aimed for and performed against have been.
Well, it's been, I think, some of the most relevant metrics over the last 18 months for us is really looking at the validation of the brand going into year 2 and 3 at existing banners and stores. And what we're noticing is that our base velocity, is really up near 80–90% in stores that we've been in over a year and almost 2 years now. So the velocity of our brand and our selling is moving ahead of what it was year over year. And so I think that's really a validation that the product's on trend. And the consumers are coming back and having repeat purchase.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask about. Have you started to do that data mining that'll tell you if it's new consumers picking this up or if it's repeat buy?
Yeah, so it's primarily, well, it's a little bit of both actually, but we have a lot of repeat buys that are coming back, and we're noticing that our repeat buys are coming back and putting more and more into their cart. With the recent acquisition of our new head of marketing, we're really going to look at putting more marketing dollars to work to drive additional consumers to come into the KeVita family.
So what I think is interesting is that you've run this brand primarily, not that there hasn't been some marketing push, but it's been primarily a let's get into the channels and execute basis. And I wonder if that was the immediate strategy from launch, and also where you think, we're at an inflection point where we need to pass that baton from sales to an integrated marketing program.
Yeah, I think initially the execution was to get it on the shelf. As well, with an early stage brand, we don't have a lot of marketing dollars to really spend in order to drive awareness or pull. And what we found in our particular category, in this new category, is that people find it, awareness occurs organically. And so once we validated that there was this repeat, our board has gotten more poised to deploy a lot more marketing dollars to really supercharge that, especially as we move from the natural channel into the conventional channel.
But on the other hand, you've also been sort of carried up by rising consumer awareness of probiotics, right?
Yeah, for sure. There's 87% of all Americans are now aware of probiotics. It's definitely on trend, and so we're definitely benefiting from a broader consumer awareness.
So that's an interesting point for new beverage companies. You can measure how much you're going to need to spend early on marketing by how much the environment is doing some marketing for you. Would you say that's true?
Well, that's definitely the case. If you're going to launch a new brand, short of having over $100 million, you really need to be on trend. You really need to have the consumer looking for you based on the macro data and information that's driving them to move towards that point of sale into your category.
So now that we've seen the proof of concept, as you've called it, in the natural channel, and you're starting to catch fire in conventional, where do we see this brand growing? What's the next lever you want to pull?
Sure. Well, we're going to go deeper into the conventional channel. Obviously, we're going to do up and down the street. We started that launching up and down the street business. And we're also looking at food service.
Food service.
Yeah.
And when you say food service, are you talking grab-and-go type stores?
Yeah, universities, colleges. We've made some headways there. I think we have a big opportunity for us in 2014 with food service.
What's your route to market there?
DSD.
What do you think the growth expectations are for the brand, and how do you match up to them?
Well, the expectations are 100%. I mean, that's our board expectation, our internal
100% growth a year?
Year over year, yeah. Our base velocity, our velocity at existing stores, our same store sale growth is upwards around 70%.
So it's close.
So that's there, and then we figure we'll do another 50% on acquisition. And we're really much targeting 100% year over year, like we've done the last 2 years.
How long do you think that can last?
Hopefully for 5 more years.
Well, that's very exciting.
Right.
Thank you very much, Bill.
Thanks,
Good
Jeff.
luck
Appreciate it.
at the show. So we've spoken with Bill Moses, the CEO of KeVita, and we've passed the baton here to another Bill Lang, the newest hire here at KeVita as the head of marketing. And Bill comes to KeVita having been the head of marketing at another fast-growing entrepreneurial brand, Zico. Now, as you move in here, do you start to try and figure out who this loyal base is and what drives them, and then apply that more widely? What are the next steps that you pull as?
I think it's a combination of the two. So we've got a loyal base that has gotten us to the size we are now, and there are many more like them. But also, as Bill talked about, as we start to go into conventional, we've got to appeal to a wider mainstream audience. So it's identifying who those consumers are as well, and what is the key about KeVita that's going to help them get on board with us. So it's a balance.
Now, is there a push to sort of broaden the product's flavor profiles to those that are more accessible to mainstream consumers? And do you look at the entire portfolio and think what should be in conventional versus natural?
I don't think we're there yet, and the main reason is I think we've got a wide range of flavors. With the 3 new ones, we're now up to 12, and there are so many products that we have now that I think do appeal to the mainstream. Our distribution and our marketing just hasn't exposed it to them yet. So I don't see us changing anything with the success model that KeVita has executed so far.
So beyond looking at the consumers, what are the other aspects of the brand's ability to reach out to consumers that you'll start to look at?
I think the low-hanging fruit for any brand our size, it starts with PR. Social media is key because those are the things that we can do efficiently. And then also finding those influencers that already use the brand or believe in it that can help be our mouthpiece and help us reach a wider audience. From there, then you start to look at more above-the-line things that become more expensive, like events and advertising. But, it's taking the steps, seeing how each one proves out, and then hopefully going back to Bill and the board and saying, hey guys, let's fuel this thing.
So are there any particular insights from Zico that you'll be bringing here?
There's a ton. We did a lot of good things at Zico. I think we also did a lot of things that made me realize, maybe that wasn't the best idea. So hopefully I bring to bear all those learnings, and I'm excited to see if we can do it again. It's a great team and a great brand, so the foundation's there.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and we look forward to hearing more from you in the future.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Jeff.
Thank you, Bill.